Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Savannah and I am the owner and dyer behind Sewlivi Dyes Yarn. Right here. This is all personal. What you see back here, that's all personal. This is what I have in the shop currently. What do I want to say? All of my social media links and links to my shop and everything will be down below in the description if you want to follow me anywhere there, see my progress on a daily basis instead of weekly basis. I do post more than just what I work on. It's pretty much my personal Instagram, so a lot of stuff gets posted there. I do have a shop Instagram that I'm not as active on. I need to work on that a lot more. But yeah, what else? Everything I talk about today will also be linked down below in the description, so that if there's anything that you want to see or have more information on, you can find it there. What else? I guess that's it. So if you are a returning viewer, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you are a new subscriber or just a new viewer, thanks for stopping by to check out what I do here. This channel is predominantly crafting, just crafting really. Mostly knitting at this moment. I have previous videos, like years worth of videos of just cross stitch. And that's about it. I will show different things that I work on periodically throughout these videos. So it's just really just crafting. Today I do have mostly knitting. I do have my cross stitch project and a little bit of a sewing project. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. What do I want to start with, kind of thing? I guess I'll go with this one. This is my Ranunculus by Knit Cafe Midori. This one's a pretty popular pattern. A lot of people have knit this, and usually they knit more than just one. So I'm still struggling on my first. Let me show you. So I'm knitting mine in mohair, one strand. I wanted something nice and airy that I could layer for the summer. I'm not sure where the front is. I guess right here. It's really hard to show you anything on this. So let me tell you what happened, because I am a little bit less than I was last time, sadly. Wait, I think this is where I was the last time I showed you. So I'm a little bit further, but honestly, I had to go back. I was working on this, I don't even remember what day, and I just kept struggling. So there's the yarn over section right here. You see right here, this section, that yarn over section. I just could not, I mean, I know how to do it. I just was counting wrong for some reason, just having a hard time at it. So I initially had undone, like I tinked back one row because I was in the middle of right where I was, I believe. Yes. So I tinked back, and then I went back and I realized that I had some mistakes and I was missing some stitches. Like my stitch count was off. It was off by like 4 or 5 stitches. And I don't remember if I talked about this in my last video. It feels pretty like deja vu-y, but you know, I've talked about it a million times with my friends as well. So maybe that's what I'm feeling right there. Anyways, so I was knitting. I get to the last little bit of, let's see here. There's a repeat of That's, again, so hard to show. This up here is a repeat down below these yarn overs, these eyelets or whatever you want to call them. I got down there and everything was just off, and I just couldn't. Like I said, I was about 4 or 5 stitches off total all the way around. So I was like, well, I guess I'm ripping it all out. So I put in, well, I just took a US one of my sock needles for Magic Loop, and I just put it in right below this section in a stockinette row, and I ripped it all the way back out. So I ripped out, it was probably like this much worth of work. And I did get back to the second row of yarn overs. I have not done the third row of yarn overs. So I do need to get back onto this, but not at this moment. Let me just preface, I guess. I was watching Helen of Giddy Yarns yesterday, and she mentioned that she watched someone else, which I do not remember. She was going to do this new system. This other person does this system for her knitting. And so Helen of Giddy Yarns was going to implement this system. And then I thought maybe I should try it, give myself more of a routine. The whole premise is you pick a day, I guess it's 6 days, and you work on a certain, either a project or category of projects for that day, and then the next day you pick something else. Considering I have a ton of different whips, I'm hoping this might work for me. But Monday would be garments, Tuesday would be socks, Thursday's shawls, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday would be maybe my northeasterly blanket, so like blankets, but that's the only blanket I have. And then I didn't pick anything for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday because I don't know yet how I want to work this all out. This is still very new to me. So Monday I chose for garments. I didn't work on this garment, so it might have to wait until next Monday or the weekend. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how this works. For me, usually getting into a new routine is a little difficult. I usually like to knit on what I want when I want, but I have so many different projects that I feel like a lot aren't getting touched. Like I'm not going to even show my Radvent cardigan because I haven't touched it. And my Hung Day shawl, I haven't touched it. So I need to be able to kind of rotate through these things. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, I have not worked on this one since the weekend. What else? My socks. So this is what I'm supposed to work on today. And I only brought this one sock because my all the frill socks are in the car and I didn't want to get it out. Plus I haven't really worked on it either, so there's really no progress. So I started my May socks for the Rainbow Sock Chronicles knit along by So Sweet Violet and Lay Family Yarn. That's what it is. I started my May socks. I picked the Whistle Down pattern by Twinset and Pearl. It looks pretty simple and easy, which I wanted after last month. Not very far into the first sock, but I'll show you my yarn. My yarn is Spectacular Yarns by, well, it is by Spectacular Yarns. It's called Mystery Lake. I did show all the green yarns, but yeah, I did end up going with this one because it's beautiful. And these mossy greens that are in there are just fantastic. This is the mossy green right here. Like this, it's almost like a pea green. I don't know. I love it. It's beautiful. So I'm trying to knit these socks on 9-inch circulars because I wanted to try it out. Goes this way. I keep turning it the wrong way. So 9-inch circulars. Look, I even have this pretty stitch marker that matches perfectly. I forget who this is by. Yeah, I forget who this is made by. But it's beautiful and it matches like perfectly. So yeah, that's as far as I got. Hopefully I can get this cuff finished today and get into that lace bit. I need to get this stinking end woven in so that it doesn't keep loosening. It's loosening up a lot and it bothers me. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. All green. Look at all this green I have. I should have a green. Well, it's green on the inside. In the green project bag, I should say. That's Girl Goo. That's green, right? He's green guy. This is my sock bag that I use quite often. Last project that I've been working on, this one is actually a new start. And it's crazy. So I don't have the cover picture, so I'll insert a picture here. This one is called Pride Yoke and by Knits and Knots, I believe. So the only reason why I started this project is because I've had the yarn for this project in my stash since last summer, I believe. And I was tired of it taking up space because it's quite a bit of yarn. And I'll show you. I'm already done with these ones. Let me show you. I'm already done with these, and these are just the accent color. Well, from the picture that he showed. Yeah, I'm already done with these. So this was taking up space. Now it's done. I am thinking of another project for these since there's so much left. So hopefully that will get started soon. If not, I need to find like a tote, like a, you know, those plastic boxes with lids, storage boxes, to put in, you know, put these kind of yarns that don't need to be in my stash. So let me grab one at least so we can talk about the content. My main color is just white. This is the Kobu by Lion Brand. This is 51% cotton, 49% rayon from bamboo. It is 100 grams and 232 yards DK weight. It's really soft. Like, you can't really tell in the cake form, but when you actually knit it up, it's very soft. These feel very silky, which is crazy. I wonder if that's what rayon from bamboo is supposed to feel like, just silky. Anyway, so I got this at Walmart because the cheapest to get it is at Walmart. Does not come in very many colors, very natural colors, because I believe yeah, it's approved by Knitted Knockers. If you don't know what Knitted Knockers are, breast cancer. Oh, it says soft, comfortable knit prosthetics for breast cancer survivors. So it comes in colors to match skin tones. Not this one, of course, but the other colors for skin tones so that you can make prosthetic breasts for people who want to fill out their bras, or, you know, breast cancer patients. But yeah, cheapest place is Walmart. And then the accent colors is True Boo, which is just 100% rayon from bamboo. So it's very silky and shiny. This is 241 yards for 100 grams, and it's also DK weight. Let me tell you the colors I used. I couldn't find all the colors called for in the pattern because these are what is called for. The white, you're supposed to use True Blue or True Boo in white as well, but I couldn't find that. I just grabbed, this was also recommended, the Kobu. But I'll tell you my color names real quick. I am sorry for being all over the place. And then I'll show you my progress. So the first one is Scarlet. This is Scarlet. Let's see what it was called for. Okay, it was called for Scarlet. The second one is Tangerine. This is the other called for. And then we need Yellow. Yep, called for. Green. Okay, so green, I had to get a different one. I got Seafoam. It calls for Celery, which is a nice color. I just couldn't find it when I was purchasing all these, which these are not cheap. Again, Seafoam is the one I got. Blue, which is called for. It's just blue. And then purple, this one. I couldn't find the called for one, which is Mauve. So I got Lilac instead. Which is pretty. So yeah, that is what the colors are. So I started this on Sunday just to start it. I quickly swatched it, got gauged with the needle size, which was really nice. And I said, screw it, let's just cast it on and see how it goes. Well, because it's stripes, I couldn't put it down. So Sunday, and then almost all day yesterday because I did not go to work because we had a snowstorm. This is where I'm at. So really, I am about to split for the sleeves. I would have done it last night, but by the time I only have to do a few more rounds to hit like the measurement that they require before you split for the sleeves. But by that time it was pretty late in the evening. Kids were already in bed, so I didn't want to come down here making a ton of racket trying to split for the sleeves. So I'll just do that. I don't know if I can do that today since it's not a garment day. I don't know. We will see. The only thing that I am unhappy about, well, there's two things I'm not thrilled about this pattern specifically. First, the end of the round is right down the middle of the back. So where the color changes are right down the middle. Granted, this is not a raglan style sweater. This is a round yoke. So there's no really way to hide that like you could with a raglan section. But there's that right down the middle. The other thing that I'm not too thrilled about is the placement of, well, the way the pattern's worked up. It tells you how deep down to start your first stripe, and then you just do 5 in your main color between each one. And then they tell you that, and then they also have, where you're going to put your increases at. And it says your increases sometimes fall on a stripe, but that's okay. Well, as you can see here, it's a right lifted increase instead of a make one. So you do pull your, as you can see, the increase happened right there, which pulled the red down into the white. I'm not too thrilled about that. There's no increase in this section or this section. There's an increase right here in the green, but I managed to make it not look like the red, but it looks like I have yarn overs or eyelets in my green, and then the same will be in the purple. When I get more done, it'll be more noticeable, I think. So I kind of wish that all increases would have had been planned in between the round, the stripes, so that it wouldn't be noticeable. But Sewlivi. I did look through a bunch of other people's projects of this sweater, and they have this as well. So I was like, okay. It's just a little, it's not clean like the orange and the yellow and the blue. Oh, well. So yeah, since this is cotton and bamboo, or at least rayon from bamboo, it's really soft, really flowy. Great for the summer, I hope. And the pattern is charted for long sleeve. Well, written for long sleeve. I'm gonna stop it right after you split for the sleeves. I'm probably gonna do like, I don't know how many more rounds of the sleeve, and then just gonna do a 1-inch ribbing and then bind off, so it's short sleeve. I kind of like how it looked here in this picture. I guess I have this picture, but this one, I mean, it's not finished. It's just on waste yarn. It's not even finished on the bottom either, but I liked how this looked. So, yeah. Not much else I can say about it, really. I'm just looking at the picture. Sorry, she doesn't. This one and this one don't look like they have any the increases are in between, which, yeah. Oh well. Okay. So yeah, this is crazy project. Progress in like 2 days. As you can see, I have a ton of ends, but that's okay. I weaved them in as I went. I just need to make sure to tighten up and then make them go the other way so they don't come out. That is not it for knitting. One more. This one is not even started. I just wanted to show you what I have planned, I guess. The summer sorrel. Jen of Spectacular Yarns and I were chit-chatting about this pattern. I had been eyeballing this one for a little bit. She has as well, and then we both saw that Nitty Natty had started hers. So I was like, okay, all right, put the needles in there too. Oh, because I didn't take it off. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. You know, just eyeballing it. So I was thinking of gauge swatching because of those 3 yarns that she gifted me before she left. I don't want to take them out because I wound them all up into balls so that I could gauge swatch. Because you can actually fade this summer sorrel, however you pronounce it. You can fade it with 3 colors. So I did a gauge swatch and I tested the colors together. So let's get this. I gauge swatched in the round, so we got lovely things. And this is what it came up with. And it's pretty cohesive. I mean, this one does stand out a little bit more, but the bottom 2 colors fade really nicely together. I really like how this looks. So this one might be one that I start soon as well, but I really do need to get something finished. But yeah, and I also hit gauge with the call for needles, which I'm pretty excited about. Usually I don't hit gauge. Oh, the Pride Yoke. I was half a stitch off on my gauge, but because of the way the sizing was written in this pattern, it gives you the size for your bust, and then it says add 2 inches for positive ease. Well, there was nothing that hit my number. Yeah, so I had to go actually 3-inch positive ease, so I thought it would be okay with missing half of a stitch on my gauge. This should be just fine. I mean, we'll see, right? We will see. So yeah, I hit gauge perfectly on this, but not sure when I will start this. This is something that I was gonna see right through. Okay. I accidentally printed a sewing pattern when I already had it printed, so I kind of reused the paper for other things. But I decided to make myself a little knitting wish list, which isn't really a wish list. I own all these patterns. Yeah, I own all these. And I actually have all the yarn to make all of these sweaters. Yeah, I do. I think I have enough to make that one in one of the colors, even though I had that yarn planned for a different sweater that I have not purchased the pattern for. So we'll see. This is a maybe. But other than that, I do have the yarn for all of these sweaters. Actually, the yarn that I have for this one could go for this one. We'd have to see. I'd have to look more into the pattern. Anyways, so the yarn for this one has been in my stash for a year. The yarn for this one has been in my stash for a year. The yarn for this one has been in my stash for a year, probably half of a year, just recently. A couple months, for a little while, a year, just recently, and this one's interchangeable with that one or for a different pattern. So I thought I would give myself a visual that I can tape to my wall next to where I sit at my desk, so that I could be reminded that, hey, you have the yarn for these patterns. You should probably start these so that you can get that yarn out of your stash, kind of thing. Because as you can see, well, I feel like everything I've started lately has been new stash, new pattern kind of thing. And I don't want to keep doing that because I have a lot. It's pretty full. So yeah, I'm hoping that maybe this year I can slowly start chipping away at these sweaters. We will see. I might have to take 2 days for sweaters during the week. The blanket one, well, that's more of a scrappy Sunday project, but I don't know if I want to schedule it specifically for Sundays. I should, but that one is kind of up in the air. I could also schedule a day for cross stitch, but trying to cross stitch all day is not the easiest because I have my setup upstairs. It's easier to cross stitch upstairs than it is down here. But I'm not a big fan of watching YouTube videos on the TV. It's difficult. The sound is always not the greatest. I usually have to turn it way up, like super loud, or turn it way down. It's just, it feels inconvenient. Anyways, so yeah, this is kind of like a visual board that I'm going to put up so I can be reminded daily, like, hey, you got these, let's get them going. And the Pride Yoke one was, would have been part of this, but I started it, so. Okay, let's talk about this real quick, because, it's finished. And I should have talked about it first, right? So let me scooch close to the edge of the couch. So I finished my test knit. This is the Wanderer Pullover by Tiffany Lind. I finished it, as you can see. I did have to block it pretty vigorously in the length of the body. So that it's still a little short personally for me. I mean, it's not terrible. I just feel a little uncomfortable. I just need to get used to it, I guess. And it's not bad. It's like a good length. Like, here's the top of my pants right there. So my belly button's right there. And I always wear high pants and tank tops underneath anyway. So it's not a bad length. The sleeves, I do wish were a little longer. Would have blocked a little longer. But I'll end up probably just pulling these up, which I have not woven in any ends yet. But I'll probably just pull them up a little bit. Yep. I need to weave those in. It feels really nice. It's not super warm. Like, I don't feel super hot and suffocating in this, so that's nice. It's, like I said, soft. Fits really nice. It's not too tight. This does not bother me at all. It's nice and loose. You can't see the herringbone on it because it's black, but yeah, this is my Wanderer pullover, all finished. And this is the first time I'm really wearing it because it's still nasty cold outside. It's like 34 degrees. Yep, 34 degrees Fahrenheit and drizzling out there. Yeah, quick other projects. So this one's not fully finished. It's almost finished. I just need to make a strap for it. It looks crooked because print, but oh, and I have to add a snap right here. So this is I don't even know what the pattern's called, to be honest. I will have it linked below. But what you do is you put your cell phone in here. You can snap it shut, and then you have yourself like a little thing right here. So you can turn this into a wristlet or a crossbody bag, which lower, but you can't see there. And have your phone and stuff like that. Since I got a new phone case, I don't want to cover it up with my pop socket wallet because that defeats the purpose of the design that I got on my case. So I bought this pattern on Etsy a while back, and so I made it the other day. It is not fantastic. Like, I used, was this canvas duck cloth for the whole thing, except for the lining. And I was struggling real hard to make this because the pattern just does call for regular quilting cotton. But I had this pretty bee fabric for another purse pattern that I'm gonna make eventually. But I figured I don't want to carry a big wallet around, especially when I'm doing Grubhub deliveries, because that's just a lot in my hands. I figured a crossbody bag that's little that I can stick my like my cards in. I'll probably just put my pop socket wallet in here because it's just easier to contain all my cards that way. And then I'm gonna stick my phone in here real quick and snap this shut. And it's attached to me. I don't ever have to like undo, take it off. It's just buckle with it on kind of thing. And then I'm good to go, hands-free, can deliver food kind of thing. That was my whole idea behind this. So yeah, I just gotta make the strap for it, which I need to do and put the snap on because I think I'm gonna go deliver food today. I really wish the kids were out of school already because I'm kind of done with delivering food for right now. Would love a nice break from it. And lastly, I'm all over. I have a little bit of cross stitch to show you. I did work on this some more. The girl is all finished except for back stitching, and now I'm just working on the sheep/yarn ball. So I'm just filling that in. I'm getting closer. And then it's a ton of back stitching that needs to be done. Here, let's see. I went a little ham the other day and bought a ton more cross stitch patterns, which I have no business doing. Since I have all these, which I don't think I even showed you. Let's turn you over. Let's see, what do you see? I decided to stick a couple of my cross stitch whips on this grid wall that I got from Jen, and I'm sorry, just to display them so I can look at them more. Again, if I have a visual of what I have, maybe I'll be tempted or motivated to work on those things instead of just hiding them away in the project bags down here. Granted, this is not all my whips. I can't fit all my whips up there. But yeah, I bought more patterns. Why? I don't know. I bought the moon phases from Tiny Modernist. I will insert pictures hopefully here as I talk about them because I don't have them printed off. I don't have the other ones as well. But yeah, I saw this moon phase by Tiny Modernist on Instagram from my friends, and it's beautiful. So I got that. I'm waiting for the fabric to get here. It was shipped yesterday so that I can maybe start that, but I'm going to see if I can get this one finished before I start that one. I also bought it was my first Pinky the Pink pattern. She has a princess collection. All the artwork is by Hannah Alexander. And so these have been around for a while. They're gorgeous, gorgeous patterns. I had not bought one until now because I just could not make up my mind which one I want. Honestly, I would love to have a majority of them, not all of them, because I'm not a big fan of Alice in Wonderland or Cinderella or Snow White. But there's so many good ones. Well, it's been a long time since I've perused her website, and she has since added more leading ladies from cartoon movies of my childhood. She's added Thumbelina and a new Belle and Krista from Fern Gully, whom I love. Oh, she also added Odette from the Swan Princess. At least, like, I don't know how old these are on the website, to be honest. Like I said, I haven't looked in a million years, and so I just went and looked the other day because I was chit-chatting with another friend on Instagram. And so I got Krista because I love Fern Gully. That's such a good movie. When I will start this, I don't know. These patterns are huge. They're big. I wish they were, you can make them nice and small. But there's beads and there's fancy, well, there's Kryneck. I don't know if you'd want to call that fancy floss. So that's, excuse me. That's a lot. I have to think about that. So yeah, I also got a signed version of it because I guess that's how they do it. They have a certain amount in the beginning, like first editions, that are signed, and then there's second editions and then third editions, which I guess go up in price. I think I got number 9 of the first 20 or 50. I can't remember. Not that it matters to me. I don't care. But I thought that was interesting. I didn't realize that was a thing with these patterns. So I got that. And then I also ordered this other one by Bella Filipina. I've been thinking about it a lot the last couple of weeks since somebody showed it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I forget the name of it, but she's pretty much like a moon goddess. I'll put it here. Absolutely gorgeous. So I got that. And I ordered fabric for it too. The fabric called for is called Cosmos by Be Stitch Me. But I didn't get that one. It was that one or one by Fiberlicious called, oh my gosh, I want to say Luna? Aura, I think it is. I just thought it fit better when I used the fabric viewer website type thing. I thought it fit better, so yeah. I'm excited. I mean, I'm not excited to wait for fabric. I don't like waiting for fabric, but it's probably a good thing that I'm waiting for the fabric, because then, I mean, I'm also waiting for the pattern, but the pattern will be here shortly and the fabric will be a while. So I can't start it right away. So that's probably the good thing about it. And that's about it, really. Oh, I'm a little upset. So I would have had more yarn to show you guys today. But my postal worker made a little mistake. We have community boxes, which I'm not too thrilled about, but we have community boxes, everybody's mailboxes, and then underneath are like parcel lockers, you know, for packages and stuff that won't fit into your mailbox. Well, I see on Informed Delivery that my package from Sewlivi Yarn, I think that's how it's pronounced, was delivered yesterday. And I was like, yay! This is yarn from Denmark. Okay, I ordered yarn from Denmark for a pattern that I own. So it was delivered yesterday. I go to check it. I don't have the key to the parcel locker that it's in. I don't even know which one it's in. It's usually directly below where my box is, but there's no key to get into it. So I was like, crap. Either the postal worker accidentally just shoved the key into the parcel locker with the package and didn't put it in my box, or he put it in somebody else's box. I was kind of hoping that if it was in somebody else's box, it's just one of my neighbors that I talked to anyways, and they would have just delivered it to me, but maybe they didn't check their box. So I stuffed a sticky note into my mailbox this morning to let the postal worker know that, hey, the key to this package is not here. Could you please just put the key in my box or deliver the package to my front step? So we'll see. I'm hoping it's here today. Like, it's from Denmark. Yarn from Denmark. I kind of want that. It wasn't expensive. It was really, really good price. So yeah. Okay. That's it. This is 40 minutes. I talked a lot. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So sorry. I need to get going. I need to upload this and, eat and what else? Just put this all away, I guess. Okay, I'm sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, I hope that's everything, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And I'll see you next time. Bye.